Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. Welcome back to another tapping episode on helping you to de-stress, reduce anxiety fast in this time of coronavirus. I've got next to me off camera is Jessica, the producer of Inspire Nation, my wife. She's running the chat window. I've got behind me Sir Meowsers, who is holding space for all of us. Now, it has been a really challenging day for people. The news, what I call negative worthless stimulation, has been coming thick and heavy. And we are starting as a humanity, as a species, as a society to understand exponential growth of things. And maybe that's exponential growth of the virus, but it's certainly exponential growth of the negative news. And so I want to challenge people first and foremost, just like we did last night. And if you didn't catch last night, I think that was my most supercharged tapping session ever, because I was so plugged into your energy. I want everybody to take 3 nice, slow, deep breaths. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, put your hands on your belly, feel the belly expand in. And out through the nose. Breathe in. Expand that belly. And out. And in. And out. What we did just there, yes, it is a short meditation. Yes, it's a way to take you from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic, but it is also what I call a pattern interrupt. And that's a lot of what I'm teaching here this evening, is how we can go from a place of being spun, from a place of breathing, from our upper body, and being really in a tight place, to kind of put a monkey in the wheel. Sorry, poor monkey. And immediately grounding ourselves. And so my first challenge to you, and I want you to realize, if you're watching this, if you're attracted to this, you're not just a light worker, you're a light warrior. And I'm calling all of us light warriors together because we have some work to do. Yes, you have some work to do, because if you're listening to this, we're going to help crank your light and love and energy up to the max. And then we're going to blast it out to the world. The first thing I need you to do, though, is to start to become aware of your energy. Become aware of when you're spinning. Become aware of when you're breathing, really from the neck up. Become aware of when you're losing control of your thoughts. And I really need you to stop, drop, and breathe during these times. So you're watching the news, you start to get hyped up, you get a dopamine rush because you know where the tiger is. That's a conversation I've had in many other YouTube lives of how it's a survival instinct to get a dopamine rush when we find danger. But then we need to peel away a layer of the danger, go, ooh, that doesn't feel good. Close the computer, dive into your breath. Every time you come back to your breath, you don't just help yourself, but you literally help everyone around you, because we are swimming. I like to do the backstroke. We are doing the backstroke in a sea of fear right now, what I call the field. The field can affect us because we're swimming in this quote unquote negativity. I'll talk more about that when we go into tapping in a minute. But we also can affect the field. We can be the biggest tuning forks in the room. We can be like the ones who have the solar panels on their homes and are actually pumping electricity back into the grid. And so what we're doing here tonight, and what you're doing each time you're going to the breath, is quite literally making a difference for all. All right, with that said, let's dive into things on tapping here. 2 quick notes. First off, we usually do a YouTube live on Tuesday. We're not going to have that this week, though we will most likely be back for a tapping show on Saturday night. However, we've got a whole week of tapping boot camp where we're going to be working on abundance and money blocks and fear, worry, concern, and everything to do with all of the challenges going on. And so come join us for this boot camp. This was set up long before any of this came to light. The timing could not be better for it, though. Jessica is going to post a link. It's $7 for all 5 days. It's a little over $1 a day. We are going to shift your energy. And just like we're going to do in a little bit tonight, we are going to do group intention setting meditations, something we'll do tonight to help shift your state, help heal the planet quite literally, and help shift the state of your loved ones and everyone around you. Now, speaking of shifting state, and then we're going into the tapping. This morning, I went to the grocery store. For some reason, I want to call it Funky Town. It got funky fast. I was one of the first people there waiting at the door, but out of a place of light and love. And very quickly, it was like a darkness descended inside the grocery store. You wanted to get out. You wanted to get out fast. You were short of breath. I didn't even want to pull the list out of my pocket because I felt like it's go, go, go. You've got to get out of here. Now that go, go, go doesn't serve anyone. And so I did what I'm teaching here is I went to 3 deep breaths. But then I got to the register and I'm talking with the cashier who is a human being and I'm applauding her because she's on the front line. She's saving lives by allowing us to be able to get food. And so I'm doing everything I can to send her all the light and love I can. I get my bags. There are massive lines behind me now. And instead of heading for the door, I put the bags back down. I turned to everybody and I said, I send love. I send love. I send love. And everybody started laughing and smiling. I cut through the tension like a knife and I reached everybody's hearts. You are light workers. You are light warriors. This is not a time of great darkness. This is a time of great pivot, of great uncertainty, of great uneasiness, because we're on the edge of a precipice. But ladies and gentlemen, we can go either way. We don't have to fall forward into the darkness. We lean back and allow into the light. The more light and love you bring to this time, the better, because people are willing to go either way. You're leaders, you're champions. If you're here tonight, you're on the forefront of a movement to shift humanity. We do it first by diving in on the inside. We're going to tap now in a second. And we do it second by spreading all the light and love that we can. And we will make a massive difference. You want to talk about exponential growth? You share your light and love. You share your ability to stand strong even in the face of fear. Oh my God, you want to talk about an open-hearted warrior. You want to talk about power. You stand strong in the face of fear. You lean into that fear. You come from a place of love and you are unstoppable and you will truly create a movement. All right, so let's talk about tapping. For those who have done this with us last night, this is kind of going to be a refresher. And if you haven't, I definitely want you to catch last night. For everybody here tonight, let us go through and share with you a little bit about tapping, and then we are going to dive deep. So it'll be about 5 minutes of explaining tapping, then we're going to dive deep. Tapping is a process, in essence, of short-circuiting the nervous system, or basically everything I'm teaching here is a pattern interrupt. We have a myelinated superhighway. They call neurons that fire together, wired together. When you keep thinking fear and thinking fear and thinking fear, you're carving a deeper and deeper groove in the record, which is why if you've got to get into the news, because you may need to know what's going on in your community, get in, get out, get to the breath. Get in, get out, go to your tapping. Get in, get out, and stop carving that groove in the record. What tapping does is it starts to erase the groove in the record. And then if you do another round of tapping, first we tap on what I'm going to call the negative. Although negative isn't really that. Negative is incredible energy, which I'm teaching you how to harness and turn into rocket fuel of positivity. Don't kid yourself. That jittery energy, that eye twitch, that belly flopping or flipping, that pain in the neck and the shoulders, anything that you've got right now is actually a positive fuel in disguise. But first, we need to flip the circuit breaker. So tapping, we go to 8 different acupressure points, which I will teach you. We go to 8 different acupressure points while we say an incredibly positive statement and a humongously, that's a technical term, humongously negative statement. And we literally short it out. Sympathetic nervous system is fight, flight, or freeze response. Parasympathetic is rest, relax, and digest response. By tapping, we are saying rest, relax, it's okay, it's all right. We combine that with the biggest negative in the world, and we literally short it out. We're going to go after 8 different points. You don't have to remember this. I'm going to guide you through this. And a big question came out last night, which is one of my points is not tapping on the crown chakra. Well, something that Nick Ortner does, that Jessica Ortner does, that many other people do with tapping, true tapping pioneers. I kind of take the school of Dr. Dawson Church, who doesn't do this approach, doesn't do this tapping point here. If that tapping point, the crown chakra, we can call it the corona chakra, works, because corona means crown, works for you, go for it. For me, it seems to work with these other 8 points, so I stick with that. But do what works for you. There is no one size fits all. There is no rule. Except to love yourself up through this time with everything that you've got. All right, here are the points. We've got the karate chop point, which you've probably seen in the image right here. We've got up and between the eyes. We've got just to the outside of the eyes. We've got center just beneath the eyes. We've got the center beneath the nose, or between the nose and the mouth. We've got the center of the chin right here. In fact, this point between the nose and the mouth, I was tapping on Jessica yesterday. She was rolled on her side, kind of flipped backwards because she was having a moment. And I was hammering her a little too hard below the nose there. So go gentle on yourself there. But after a round of tapping, oh my God, did she feel better? Then there's the chin. There's 1 inch apart from where your collarbones come together, your chest. And if you're in really a state of fear, so let's say that you're in an elevator, you're in a taxi, you're wherever, and you don't feel like going through all 8 points, you can either just go to the karate chop or just go to your chest here. And then there is my all-time favorite, what looks really, really, really funny in public. I call this wings. This is 2 to 3 inches below your armpits. That's my favorite one for some reason. It almost is like a giggle point. All right, so what you want to do with tapping is you want to come up with you want to use a positive statement and combine it with the most negative statement you can. And I'm going to interrupt Jessica, so I'm patting her on the shoulder to let her know that I'm going to need her attention in a moment here, rather than to put her on the spot, and she's going to help me either both come up with this phrase and write it out for everybody. So we want to say something really positive. I like to use, I love myself fully and completely. And I'm going to tap or write that down as we're going through this, because I'm going to repeat this many times. I love myself fully and completely, even though, and here we want to do the most negative statement we can. So I want a statement that on a scale from 0 to 10, this statement is so scary, it's about 100. Yes, on a scale of 0 to 10, it's about 100. Bring levity to everything. So I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm completely freaked out by everything that's going on. I'm trying to interrupt and hold on to the Pookie here. How do you think this feels? I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm completely freaked out by everything that's going on right now. What number would you give that?
For myself?
Yeah.
Not very high.
Okay. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next.
That's higher.
Okay. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified and feeling hopeless, I'm terrified about what may come next and feel completely out of control.
Yes, that's better.
How does that, would that get a good 10 or at least up there close to a 10? Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to use this statement. Thank you, Pookie. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified about what may come next and feel completely out of control. And you get to write that down if you want. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified about what may come next and feel completely out of control. What we're going to do now is do a round of tapping. What I like to do is repeat this out loud or in my head. And I want you to repeat this out loud or in your head as I do it. Don't just listen to me, but repeat it yourself. We're going to go 3, 4, 5 times on each point of repeating it out loud and in your head, and then move to the next point. When you do this on your own, stay on a particular point. If you feel that you're about to cry, you're getting shaky, you can't control yourself, or you're short of breath, you can't breathe, stay on that point, because it means you're about to discharge or have that energy go pop like a circuit breaker, and then it's going to lose its grip. That fear is literally going to lose its grip on you. Last night, I stayed on points extra long when I could feel the group about to pop. And I'm sure you know what that point was, because at some point, all of a sudden you felt yourself going, So we're going to do a round of this. Hopefully we get you down to a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you were doing this on your own, you might want to keep going another round and another round till you get down to about a 2 or 3, and then we have to replace it with the positive. That's the secret sauce that Michael likes to use. Yes, I've become a second or third person here. That's the secret sauce, so that we don't just interrupt that groove in the record, but we replace it with something else, because if not, your nervous system is going to go back to replacing it with fear, which is why if you do tapping first thing in the day, you might feel great, and then half an hour later, you're back in a place of fear because we didn't replace it. Everything here is pattern interrupt, replace, interrupt, replace, interrupt, replace. All right. Is everybody ready? Okay. I'm going to get up an image of myself. Here we go. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This is so powerful. Here we are. I love myself. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Please don't forget to breathe. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Up and between the eyes. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Keep breathing deep. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Beside the eyes, I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Keep breathing. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Center beneath the eyes, I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Center beneath the nose, don't forget to breathe. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. You're doing great. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Center of the chin. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Keep breathing. You're doing great. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Center of the chest. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Keep breathing. Doing great. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Wings 2 to 3 inches below your armpits. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. Last time. I love myself fully and completely, even though I'm terrified of what may come next and feel completely out of control. How are you feeling now? I feel like I'm plugged into everyone here tonight, and I am feeling so much better. If you're doing this, if you're listening to this on your own afterwards and you're down around a 2 or 3, that you can go right on to the positive. If something else came up that's even scarier, you can go right, change the statement and go right around and start clearing that. And if it's still at a higher number, you can clear a little bit more till you get down to a 2 or 3. And then let us tap at the positives. Yes, you should feel much more chill right now. I am feeling it from everybody. You guys are like a little bit more like Jello now. And that's exactly where we want you, because it's now time for me to turn into a chipper monkey or a squirrel on crack, apparently, based on last night. And we are going to rewire for the positive. So we did it nice and slow on the quote unquote negative, 3 to 4 to 5 times per point. Now what we're going to do is going to move a lot more quickly. You can do this on your own. You can come up with your own script. You can come up with your own statements. You can channel this as I am doing right here. And so I always get butterflies beforehand when I do this with a group, because I have no idea what I'm about to say. But you're going to do one statement per point as you go around, and you can whip around pretty quickly, as fast as you'd like, as many times as you'd like. Key secret: this replacing with a positive. If you are in a funk, if you're falling apart and you're going, oh my God, I really don't want to tap on the negative right now, skip it. Go straight for the positive. Feel much better. Then do a round to clear the negative. No rules. So if you need to during this time, have your candy or cake first. Go for it, go for it, go for it. I give you so much permission. You don't need my permission, but I give you permission anyways. All right. So are we ready to tap on the positive? And I have absolutely no idea what's going to come out now. I'm as interested about this as you are. All right. I love myself. I'm doing great. I've got this. I'm doing better than I ever imagined. I'm surrounded by goodness. I'm surrounded by love. I'm surrounded by light. I'm surrounded by angels. I'm surrounded by fellow light workers. I'm surrounded by the power of the universe. I am good. I am great. I am safe. I am safer than ever. I am safer than ever. I am safer than ever. Everything is working out. Everything is getting better. Everything is going better. I am okay. My family is okay. My loved ones are okay. I can breathe deep. I can breathe deep. I can breathe deep. I can relax. I am protected. I am illuminated. I am infused, and I am free. I am free. I am free. I am free. I am safe. I am loved. I am protected. I am surrounded by a bubble of love and light. I am protected by a bubble of love and light. My loved ones are surrounded with love. My loved ones are protected by love. We are surrounded by goodness. We are protected by goodness. We are infused with goodness. Everything is okay. Everything is better and better. Everything is better and better. Everything is better and better. I am a part of the solution. I am a light worker. I am a light worker. I am a light worker. I am a light warrior. I am a light warrior. Everything I touch gets better and better. Everyone I meet is infused with my love. My love is contagious. My light is contagious. My ability to shift and change the planet is contagious. I am on fire. I am shifting and changing the world. I am safe. I am protected. I am free. I am free. I am free. Woohoo! How are you feeling now? Love and light are your birthright. This good feeling is your birthright. This good feeling is your essence. You are love. You are light. You are the solution. You are the answer, the antidote to everything right now. And the virus is only a symptom. The antidote to everything right now is this positive state that you have just brought yourself into it. It is leaning into fear. It is rewiring for positivity, for love, for light, and it is coming out the other side. The virus is just a symptom. It is one piece of the equation. Why do people get sick? Because they can't handle the stress anymore, the physical stress on their body, the stress all around them, the stress of the virus. As we go to love and light, as we tap, as we rewire for the positive, we are literally peeling away the layers of stress on ourselves and those we love. With that said, I want to do a group intention setting meditation now. A group intention setting meditation. Lynn Maxwell, she studied this years ago. She's still working on it, called The Power of Eight. She discovered a very special journalist discovered that when 8 people or more meditate together, they can literally shift consciousness, shift the planet, and shift statistics. They shifted crime rates in DC. They ended a war through group meditation. Can we make a difference on this virus? Oh, you betcha. So if you're already feeling tingly, if you're already feeling a little bit of a buzz right now, that is because we are all doing this together as a group. We are all plugging into the field at the same time, and we are all getting buzzed, love and lighted. There's turning nouns into verbs or something like that together. Now we are going to meditate on a common good, and oh my God, is this going to make a difference? So I had picked out what the topic was that I wanted to do here tonight. It is always good when you do a group intention not to set something specifically for yourself. Set it for others. I call love the ultimate renewable resource. The more that we send out love, the more that comes back to us, and the more miracles that take place in our lives. So what we want to do is we want to come together and send out the biggest boomerang of love and light we can, biggest intention. And so what is that intention tonight? I want to set kind of a dual intention. I'm going to cheat here a little bit. And I'm going to have this dual intention. So I'm going to want everybody to pause and think about this for a minute. First, to protect those in need. Who is in need most? Healthcare workers, people in grocery stores, people in the service industry, and people who are of that particular age and or co-condition where their immune system may not be as strong. And so I want us to first think of these people who need our love and light and protection the most. And I want you to take in a breath. Let it out. Anchor in, thinking of those people. And then second category, I want us to think of everybody who least can afford to lose their job or lose their hours right now or lose their security. It can be people working from paycheck to paycheck or from hour to hour, or the homeless. Where are they going to go if shelters are closed and nobody is even daring to give them a coin at this time? I want us to think of these people who need the finances the most to be able to keep going. And that may be you, it may be your family, it may be all of us. And I want you to take that in and breathe that in nice and deep. And out. And let it go. So now that we have these two groups in our heart, those who are healthcare workers in the service industry or need the immune protection the most, and those who need the financial assistance the most. Now that we've plugged them into your heart, we are going to do the most beautiful light and love meditation, helping you crank up the light and be the light that you are. So I like people sit up relaxed but good and tall. It's kind of a paradox, but everything is these days. And I'm going to have you breathe in and out through the nose because that relaxes the nervous system. So breathe in. Eyes open or closed is fine. And out. And in. And out. Now as you continue to breathe in, I want you to see a tiny little ember, the center of your heart. And out. Just a tiny little speck of light, a little flick. In. And out. And with each breath in, that ember starts to glow golden light, just a little bit brighter. And out. In, that little ember starts to grow brighter in your heart. It now becomes 2. And out. In, the little ember that was 2 becomes 4. And out. And with each breath, I want you to see it growing exponentially larger, exponentially more goodness. And out. Breathe in, that little ember is starting to fill almost your entire heart with golden light. And out. And as you breathe in this time, that golden light, like a mini sun, is filling your entire heart, all the chambers, and out. As you breathe in again, that light and sun inside of you is starting to fill your entire lungs, your entire chest cavity, and out. Breathe in again. That sun inside of you is growing stronger and stronger. It's starting to glow out even into your limbs, and out. Breathe in. That sun inside of you is now growing and filling your whole body with this incredible golden sunlight, and out. Breathe in nice and deep, and now you're starting to glow outside of your body. Almost a corona of light is starting to shoot out through your entire body and out. And in, you're stoking this flames of the sun that you are, and out, and you start to send out this light to everybody in your home. And in, your sunlight is growing brighter and brighter and brighter still, and out, and you're sending out love and light to all of your loved ones and to everybody in your home. And in, with every breath, your sunlight is growing brighter and brighter still, and out, you're sending out all this amazing golden light to everybody in your building or city block. And in, this most amazing sun that you are is glowing and filling not just the city block, but your entire town or province, and out. In your entire county, your state is filled with your love and light, and out, and you are shining it on everybody like the sun, everybody in your county or state, everywhere. And in, you are filled with so much love and light that as you send it out, it fills up everybody in your country. They can't help but not know why, but feel so much better. And in again, you are glowing as bright as the entire planet. And as you exhale, you are helping to send love and light out to everyone on the planet, everywhere. And in again, you are glowing even brighter than the planet, and you send out like a giant whoosh all this love and light to everyone, everywhere, even in the shadows on this planet, every single person, unconditional love. And in again, and like the sun that shines on everything, everywhere, without judgment, you send out all this amazing golden love and light to everyone, everywhere. But you still, as you breathe in, you're growing bigger and bigger. You are now brighter than the sun. You are a supernova. And you send out such incredible love and light that the coronavirus doesn't stand a chance. You're filling everyone and everything everywhere. And in again. And now you are as bright as an entire galaxy of planets. And you send out whoosh, so much love and light to everything throughout the solar system, throughout the galaxy. And in again. And you are filling the entire universe with love and light. Woohoo! And you send it out to everyone and everything, healing everybody, everywhere, especially those in need. And in again. And you are as bright as all of the multi-universes and everything and everyone combined. And you send it out to everyone and everything everywhere. And in again. Feel that love and light. And out. In. It is so peaceful, it's so loving, it is so relaxing. And out. In again, you can feel your immune system has grown so incredibly strong. And out, you send that immune system strength to everyone. And in, you feel so boosted, so powerful, so buzzing. And out. In. And out. In. Out. A couple more times. In. Out. One more time. In. Nice and deep. And out. You are the light. You are the love. Truly, You are the light warrior and the change we need to see in this world. I want you wherever you go to shine your light and love on the world. Do this at line when you go to the grocery store first thing in the morning. Do it if you're around a group of people. Do it on your own. Do it every chance that you see fear, that you see darkness. Bring this much love and light to us. And come join us for this whole week's boot camp, Monday through Friday. We are going to do this and more. And we are also going to be working on abundance blocks, which really has to do with loving ourselves up more, because it always has to do on some level with self-worth. If you know who you truly were, and you got a glimpse of it tonight, you are the divine, you are universe, you are source, you are a part of this magnificent whole. You are the most important piece of this equation, because it is all of us together that are one. Come join us for this boot camp. It is going to be a life-changing experience. And it just so happens to be that we're stuck indoors in a sense anyway. What a better time to go inwards, crank up this divine light, and then to share it with the world. And if you need to, play this over and over again. And I recommend getting up each morning and tapping more and tapping more and tapping more still. And get your vibration so high that if the coronavirus does come into your life, you can send it all the love in the world. That's what we do with things that bring darkness and bring fear. But you can almost laugh at it, because your immune system will be through the roof. You are boosting your energy to the max by doing this. So now I'm going to pause for a brief second before we wind things down, and I'm going to massage my Pookie's shoulders, which means I'm going to see if she has any questions, concerns, or anything that she wants me to share with people before I let people go. And my guess, I cannot promise yet, but my guess is we will be doing this again next Saturday night, because I am committed to helping everyone everywhere as we go through this together, as we are hand in hand, all of us light warriors, helping to shift the planet. Because remember, this is not just a time of darkness. This is a time of great positive change. We are all able to tip any which way. And so it is our job to scoop everybody up and hold them in the light. So Jessica, do you have any thoughts, any questions, anything I need to cover before I let people go here tonight? And I hope to see everyone here tomorrow night. Here, everyone in the boot camp tomorrow night. And you've put that link down many times.
Just once. Some people joined us late and they didn't hear you talk about.
Okay, so what we have, if you came here late, is we had planned this well before this coronavirus thing came up, is we have a 5-day tapping boot camp this week, which was supposed to be specifically on blocks to abundance, on helping you to crank up your inner wealth so that you can have some outer wealth. Because of the coronavirus, we are incorporating reducing fear, worry, anxiety, and bringing your energy, your inner happiness, your inner strength up to the max through this upcoming boot camps. Now, our boot camps are 5-day programs designed to crank you to the max that are affordable to everyone. I'm proud to say it, the McDonald's of spiritual self-help. I'm not going to dumb down the message, but I want to make it accessible to everyone, because you are the light warriors. You are the ones who are going to make the change. If we make it expensive, you can't come, and then you can't help bring the next person to bring the next person and change the next person and change the next person and change the world. So it's $7 for the whole week. Monday through Friday, we're going to do this each evening, 8:30 8:30 Pacific, 5:30. Let's breathe and let's do that one more time. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. If you can make only one class, it's worth $7. If you make all of them, it's still $7. If you get just the recordings, because we're going to be recording each class, it's still just $7. And if you catch one class and then make the recordings of the others, it's still $7. And heck, bring everybody over. Well, relatively, this is social distancing. Bring those who you are already in contact with over so that you can watch this together. Because the more we do this together, the more we get that buzz, the more we get that tingling, the more we help shift the planet. Yes, if you're in social isolation and you're distancing from yourself from others, there are probably still people in the house, though. Bring them along as well. We love you guys so much. I think Jessica has put the link down, and the link is in the comments section as one. as well. We can't wait to see you here tomorrow night, here meaning in the boot camp. Here for myself is in this chair. We are going to tap. We're going to do group meditation. We're going to tap. We're going to do group meditation. We're going to tap. We're going to do group meditation, tap, group meditation, until by Friday, you are completely unstoppable and on fire. Anything else that you want to share, Pookie? All right. I love you guys so much. Be the change. Be the love. Be the light. Go to the grocery store if you have to, first thing in the morning. Turn around to everybody and say, I send love. I send love. I send love, because you are the love. You are the light. This is your time, and this is your moment to shine. Wherever there's darkness, and I saw somebody say dark days in Ohio, wherever there is darkness, bring the light, because it is just energy, and you can use that energy as rocket fuel to do goodness in the world. So I send you love and light. I send you healing thoughts. Please send them out to anybody who is in need. Please share this, share this video. Give us a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Bring everybody. If you can't make it to the boot camp, just watch this over each day this week. And okay, I'm promising I will be back next Saturday. We will do another one of these, and we will help raise your vibration to the max. I love you guys so much. I will see you, I hope, tomorrow. And if not, on Saturday. You can do this. You've got this. You are loved. You are the love. And everything is happening through you, for you, and not to you. But together we can raise our vibration and this planet to the max. Love you guys so much. And I love you so much, Pookie, for running all of this. And Sir Meowsers, who is holding space behind us. Love you guys. Woohoo.